Have you ever stopped to think about how important leg strength or steadiness in your gait is to enjoying each day without worry? Have you ever wondered if there's a way to feel more confident, more agile, without subjecting your knees or hips to sudden, sometimes painful movements? The truth is, as life gives us more years, maintaining our independence and our ability to move with confidence becomes one of our greatest treasures. And I know that the worry often arises about losing our balance, about tripping, about that little fall that could change everything. I'm Dr. Elena Castillo, and I've spent decades supporting people like you, people who, with wisdom and experience, seek to continue living life to the fullest. I fully understand the challenges that aging presents, but also the immense opportunities we have to take care of our bodies and minds. My mission is to always offer you practical and honest tools that you can apply from the comfort of your home, safely, and that truly make a difference. Today, I want to introduce you to a forgotten gem in the world of exercise, a gentle but incredibly powerful way to strengthen your body, protect your joints, and regain that balance that will give you the freedom to enjoy every step. Isometric exercises. To understand this better, imagine that strength doesn't always have to come from movement. Think of the sensation of pushing against a solid wall, a heavy piece of furniture that doesn't move, or even clasping your hands together. That tension you feel, that muscular effort without anything moving, is the essence of isometrics. These are exercises where the muscle contracts intensely, but the joint remains still, without flexion or extension. It's like starting a powerful engine in neutral. The engine is working hard, but the vehicle isn't moving forward. This no-movement characteristic is precisely what makes isometrics ideal for us, especially when our joints aren't what they used to be. Think of our knees, our hips, or even our spine. Over the years, the protective cartilage can wear down, and movements like deep squats, deadlifts, or sudden twists can become painful or even harmful. With isometric exercises, we completely eliminate that risk. There's no impact, no excessive friction between bones, and no danger of a poorly executed movement causing injury. Instead, we ask our muscles to generate a powerful, sustained force, but in a static manner, without stressing the joints. It's an incredibly safe and gentle way to build a solid muscular foundation around those joints, as if we were weaving a protective corset that stabilizes, supports, and protects them from daily wear and tear. In this way, we strengthen the body, without compromising the integrity of our precious joints, allowing us to move with more confidence and less pain. And from that same joint protection comes another vital benefit we often overlook: stabilizing our spine and improving our posture. Think of the deep muscles of our abdomen and back, such as the transverse abdominis or the multifidus. These are our inner braces, the ones that actually hold the spine in place. Over time, and with a sedentary lifestyle, they often weaken, contributing to that hunched feeling or the annoying lower back pain many of us experience. Imagine our spine as the mast of a ship. It needs strong, taut ropes on all sides to stay upright and stable. Isometrics work these stabilizing muscles directly and powerfully. A simple exercise like the plank, where we keep our body straight and tense like a board, without moving, intensely strengthens all of our core muscles. Another example is simply pressing our lower back against the back of a chair, contracting our abdomen and glutes. This not only relieves pressure on our spinal discs, but also helps us grow a little, maintaining a more upright and graceful posture. We look and feel better, and most importantly, we prevent many aches and pains associated with poor alignment. It's like retraining our body to better support itself. And hand in hand with a stable spine and good posture comes overall strengthening and, crucially, improved balance. By asking a muscle to maintain a maximal contraction for even a short period, we're sending a very strong signal to build endurance and strength. We don't need to lift huge weights. Resistance can come from our own bodies, as in an isometric wall squat, or from an immovable surface. It's as if the muscle is learning to hold better and become more efficient. And with greater strength, in our legs, our core, and our entire body comes a dramatic improvement in our balance. Think of the confidence it gives when walking on uneven surfaces, getting up from a chair without bracing yourself, or avoiding a fall. When our muscles are stronger and able to support our structure, our center of gravity remains more stable. When our muscles are stronger and able to support our structure, our center of gravity remains more stable. Think, for example, of our assisted isometric squat. By holding that position, even with the support of a chair or a wall, we're not only strengthening our quadriceps, glutes, and lower back muscles, we're also training our brain and muscles to communicate more effectively. It's as if the body learns to better feel where it is in space, a skill we specialists call proprioception. Imagine 78-year-old Mrs. Marta, who was previously afraid of climbing stairs without holding the handrail firmly. After regularly incorporating these types of exercises, she noticed she could go up and down with greater confidence, even while carrying a small shopping bag. It's not that her muscles have become like those of an Olympic athlete, but rather that her body has developed greater awareness and responsiveness. If she feels a slight stumble, her muscles are better prepared to adjust and prevent a fall. This is the true magic of these exercises. They not only build visible muscle, but also an internal foundation of stability and security. They allow us to face the challenges of everyday life, from rising effortlessly from a low chair to navigating an unexpected obstacle on the street, with a renewed sense of control and autonomy. And it is that sense of control that gives us back the freedom to move without fear, to fully enjoy every activity. Because every small contraction, every moment of holding a posture, is an investment in our future independence. And this investment in our independence, my dear listeners, offers us incalculable benefits. Consider improving our posture. In modern life, with its sedentary lifestyle and constant screen use, we tend to slouch, weakening the muscles of our spine. Isometric squatting, by requiring an upright and stable position, activates and strengthens those deep postural muscles. It's like building an internal strength corset for our back, helping us stand more upright, reducing joint tension, and alleviating chronic back pain. I remember Don Carlos, a retired professor who, after years of reading, had developed a slight hunchback. By regularly practicing isometric squats, leaning against a wall, his body relearned the feeling of a more aligned posture. This not only improved his appearance, but also allowed him to breathe more easily and feel less fatigued. For those with fragile bones, such as those with osteopenia or osteoporosis, isometric squats are a blessing. Unlike high-impact exercises, the sustained muscle contraction generates gentle but effective pressure on the bones. This stimulation is crucial for promoting bone strengthening without the risk of fractures. It also strengthens the muscles that support the joints, providing security and confidence. It also strengthens the muscles that support the joints, providing security and confidence. Now, let's move on to the kneeling plank, a fundamental isometric exercise for strengthening your abs, back, and shoulders safely and effectively. It's an excellent progression for those seeking core stability. To perform this pose, get on all fours on a mat or soft surface. Your hands should be directly under your shoulders, with your fingers spread wide and firmly pushing into the floor. Your knees should remain flat on the floor, aligned with your hips. The main goal is to align your body in a straight line from your head to your knees. Imagine yourself on a firm board. Avoid letting your hips drop toward the floor or rise too high. Find that midpoint of stability. Your head should remain in line with your spine, looking down to relax your neck. Here's the key. Gently engage your core. Contract your abdominal muscles as if you were trying to draw your navel closer to your spine. This isn't a maximum effort, but rather a constant, controlled contraction that creates a protective internal corset. Simultaneously, Feel your shoulders and upper back engage as you actively push off the floor with your hands. This prevents slouching and strengthens the muscles that stabilize your shoulder blades. By holding this pose, you're building a solid foundation for better posture and greater resilience in your daily life. This apparent stillness is deceptive. In reality, you're activating crucial muscles. Let me break down the benefits of this simple yet powerful pose. First, abdominal strengthening. Not just the superficial ones, but also the deep muscles like the transverse abdominis, your natural girdle. By contracting them, you train an internal corset that protects your organs and above all your spine. This prepares your core to withstand any daily movement. Second, spinal stabilization. A strong, active core provides invaluable support for your spine. This exercise teaches you to maintain a neutral posture, which is key to preventing aches and pains. It's like adjusting the strings on a neck, keeping your spine firm. This brings us to the third benefit, a noticeable improvement in posture. A stable spine and strong core result in a more upright posture, aligned shoulders, and a more aligned head. You'll feel taller and more confident, saying goodbye to the tendency to slouch. Additionally, improved posture and a stabilized spine contribute greatly to the pain reduction, especially in the lower back. Many lower back pains stem from a weak core. With the knee plank, you build a protective shield against these common ailments. Finally, shoulder and chest strengthening. By pushing off the floor and keeping your shoulders stable, you activate the muscles in your shoulders, chest, and upper back. It's a comprehensive workout that builds endurance throughout your entire upper body. Great. We've explored the fundamentals of a strong and stable core. Now it's time to turn our attention to the foundations that support us every day, our feet and calves. Let's move on to Exercise 3, Isometric Calf Raise. This is a wonderfully simple exercise but has a profound impact on your balance and the circulatory health of your legs. Think of it as a little secret to keeping that vitality moving. To do this, it's essential that you find a foothold, something that gives you security. It could be the back of a sturdy chair, a wall, or even a countertop. Stand with your feet parallel and hip-width apart. Keep your back straight, your shoulders relaxed, and your gaze forward. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed on both feet. Once in this stable position, very gently lift your heels off the floor. You don't need to go very high, just enough to feel your calf muscles activating. Imagine you're trying to touch the ceiling with the crown of your head, lengthening your entire body. Hold this elevated position for a few seconds, feeling the contraction. Then, slowly lower your heels back to the starting position. The key here isn't speed, but rather control and connection with your body. Repeat this movement 10 to 15 times, or as comfortable as you are, and aim for 2 or 3 sets. If you feel you can do it without support, go ahead, but always prioritize your safety. You'll find that, with practice, you'll gain an incredible sense of stability in your feet and ankles. But why is this exercise so important? First, balance. With each lift, you're strengthening the small stabilizing muscles in your ankles and feet, which are crucial for preventing falls. As we age, our proprioception, our body's ability to know where it is in space, tends to decline. This exercise is like a gentle reminder to those sensors, keeping them alert and active. It's like tuning a musical instrument, making sure every note, every step, is firm and secure. But this exercise goes beyond mere body awareness. Another crucial benefit is the improved circulation in your legs. Think of your calves as a second heart. Every time you raise your heels, those muscles contract and exert gentle but effective pressure on the veins in your legs. This pumping helps propel venous blood, which has already delivered its oxygen, back toward the heart, working against gravity. It's a vital process, especially if you spend long hours standing or sitting. conditions that can impede venous return and cause swelling or heaviness. More efficient blood circulation means that oxygen and nutrients reach all the tissues in your lower extremities more easily, and at the same time, waste products are eliminated more effectively. What will you feel? A noticeable reduction in the feeling of tired or swollen legs at the end of the day. That heaviness that sometimes accompanies us, that feeling of dragging our feet, will diminish considerably. Imagine a pipe through which water flows freely, without obstructions. This is how your veins should feel. With lighter, revitalized legs, their walking stability naturally improves. It's no longer just the intrinsic balance of their ankles, but the confidence that comes from having a strong, well-blooded muscular foundation. Each step feels firmer, more secure. This translates directly into greater ease when performing everyday tasks, such as going up and down stairs. Those steps that once seemed challenging will now be approached with newfound agility. The strength and coordination they gain from calf raises directly transfers to the power needed to propel themselves upward and the control to descend safely. Now that we understand the depth of the benefits these movements bring to your daily life, it's natural to ask, Dr. Castillo, how can I integrate this in a practical way without feeling like it's adding another burden to my week? And that's an excellent question, because the key to long-term success lies in simplicity and consistency. So I'm proposing a mighty mini weekly routine, a gem of efficiency that fits into even the busiest schedules. Forget hours at the gym. We're talking just 10 to 15 minutes 3 times a week. Think of it as a small act of self-love that you can do in the comfort of your own home, perhaps while waiting for your coffee or during a brief break from your activities. This routine strategically combines the 3 exercises we've been exploring, ensuring that each session addresses different aspects of foot and ankle strength and health. The goal is to maximize the benefits in the shortest possible time, working in synergy to boost circulation, improve stability, and strengthen muscles. For each of these exercises, the idea is to perform short, concentrated sets. For example, we could start with a pause, work-rest pause approach. 45 seconds of activity followed by 15 seconds of rest. This allows us to maintain an appropriate intensity and ensure that the muscles receive the necessary stimulus without over-fatiguing. We can alternate between exercises, doing a set of one, then a set of the next, and so on, completing a circuit of 3 to 4 rounds. Visualize this as a coordinated dance where each movement contributes to a tune of wellness. So, my dear listeners, we've come a long way, understanding the vital importance of caring for our feet and ankles with simple yet powerful routines, proving that small gestures of 10 to 15 minutes, 3 times a week, can transform our quality of life and overall well-being. Now I ask myself, what small change are you committing to implementing this week to initiate or strengthen your foot care? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments, because your stories inspire our entire community. If this content has resonated with you, I wholeheartedly invite you to subscribe to our channel, activate the bell so you don't miss any of our future installments, and, of course, to share it with those you know will find it very useful. Thank you for joining me on this journey toward a fuller, healthier life. Until next time, take care of yourselves and keep moving. Love, Dr. Elena Castillo.